What's up? Who's here? John. What's happening, brother? Ghost Rider. What's up? Oodles and noodles with hot sauce. That's all I can afford. Well, ramen noodles. Right there. Till she gets her disability, or which I'll be a couple months or whatever. Noodles and noodles as good as it gets, bro. Hope y'all have a great weekend. What you guys getting into? Y'all hit that like button for me. I'll get my damn. Oh, you know. What's up, babies? You had hot dogs, right on. I can't afford them. 50 cents a pack is the best I can do right now. It is what it is. At least it's something. Y'all make sure y'all get some insurance or something. I'm here to tell you, cancer ain't fucking cheap, bro. We fucked around and got caught out of hand. All right, bro. You have a good one, Ghost. Thank you for stopping by. We started a GoFundMe, but it ain't did shit. We got like $20. I mean, it helps. I'm appreciative of it, but you know, I'm using 2-3 tanks of gas a week. It costs me $65 to fill my truck up with gas. And I got to buy something. Here, life is cheaper. Maybe I need to come to your country. Yeah, gas was going down. And now it went back up higher than what it was before it started going back down. Now it's over $4 a gallon. Oh, it's over $2 a liter here. It's probably about $2.10 a liter. It's $4.20 a gallon. Get up and get Mom. Huh? Wow. I just started it. Huh? We had it at 140 before. 140 a liter. So that'd be about $2.80 a gallon, a little bit more. That's still a little high, brother. Yeah, these are my dogs. I got a blue pit, a black and white pit, and then this little stumpy thing. No, there's no fruit trees around here growing wild. It's all pine trees. Ocean! Ocean! Hey! Get your butt up here. Get in here. Come on. Come on. Come on, guys, that old person. Sorry, y'all ain't gonna see what my dog's cutting up about. Y'all do me a favor, smash that like button. Subscribe. Anybody wants to make a donation to the cause, there's my wife's Cash App at the bottom. I pinned it. Hush. Heifer? Gosh, he's loud. No, I don't have PayPal. All we have is Cash App, and I have Venmo, but no PayPal. Well, I appreciate that, Harris, but I hope so, but it hasn't notified us of it. Who's Bruno Mars? Hey, Bruno Mars will catch a grenade for you. So it says, I don't know. You'll pass that and go off. Somebody out here said they donated $10.
Well, you know it takes a minute. No. All that's on here is repayment.
So, John, what you doing tonight? This is probably nighttime where you're at. Because this evening here. $1,000 donated. I wish you would, but I know better than that. Our Cash App ain't even gone off for the $10.
I was gonna tell Terry I needed socks, but I ain't even gonna mention
I was going to save it one, but I think I'm going to eat it now. I'm daddy hungry. Breakfast of champions. Well, supper of champions. Yeah, mine was just joking. Probably some kid. The doggies all right. They're doing pretty good. Damn, I busted that bag. Kid back. Yeah, we'll make another noodle. I get some more water. baby in there. Now behave. There's y'all some water. Now I gotta let my noodles sit around and get fixed. Thank you, John P. Make them run. Release downs. Yeah, well, that was somebody on the neighboring property. I don't know who it is, but my dogs went and yelled at them a couple times, but then they came back. But I hit somebody. I hit one dude by accident. Other dude donated $10. Then he said 1,000. Then he said like 1,000,000 or something. I just hit him. But another guy repeated his. Another guy said 1,000,000 donated by whatever, and I actually didn't hit him, but it was all right. These Indians. It is something, John. I mean, they don't have to donate. I mean, they only just, they can say whatever, but as bad as we're struggling right now, if somebody says $10, I mean, we get excited, but then they just lie on it. I mean, it is what it is. One thing about it, when you start going through some rough shit, you find out who your friends really are. We have all these people who say they're our friends and they love us, and they won't even they won't even help try to, watch our dogs while we're gone for her to have her surgery or nothing. I'm just going to I don't know. But it is what it is. Give me a cigarette, Mom. I think mine's out in the car. I'll be right back, y'all.
Hell, Debbie Crawford's willing to send us $20, and she's saying she don't have Cash App. You sent her money on Cash App before.
Yeah. Well, no, but she told me I could pay her Cash App. But, tell us that David's got Venmo.
If you don't,
The dog fart. Yeah, they will fart, and it's bad. But pit bulls are known for that. Too much free time, yeah. Bless you. We'll find someone close with a good heart. We'll see. But I mean, you know, nobody can help with donations. Say a prayer. That helps. It's my baby. It's just, you know, I miss work. Like my next paycheck that I pay next week is only gonna have 3 days on it, and then paycheck after that, it's not. I'm gonna be missing 4 days. Being out of town, we gotta go out of town. It's like 2 hours away for her to have her surgery. She's gonna have it next Friday, but then after surgery, she has to stay in the hospital for 3 days so they can watch over her, make sure what they done is working. Because they got to cut a chunk out and then connect the two ends back together and make sure everything's flowing right.
I told him just to throw me out of the car.
Guess you start rolling your own cigarettes. Bruh, I smoke maybe 3 or 4 cigarettes a fucking day.
Who said that?
Somebody anonymous. Yeah, it can't be most are anonymous. That's my blue girl. I roll joints, thanks. Yeah, me too. I take all the prayers I can get. You roll joints, right on. I can't even afford to do that. Maybe one day in the future, but not right now. I wish I could smoke one. Help relieve some stress, probably. Oh, I got the light charging. You only roll joints like Snoop. I hear you, brother. Got to plant some. I got about 24,000 seeds I used to have a seed bank that sold medical cannabis seeds, and I have a lot of leftover stock. I just never have used them. I've got some tomatoes planted. They're called Pink Delights. They make a tomato about that big around and they're pink instead of red. I really like pink. Tell them about it, girl. Tell them. Yes, my baby. Some French greeneries, right on. Strawberries. Ooh, love strawberries. Persimmons. God, one of them farted. Boy, pit bulls got some. When they fart, it's just dangerous. One of y'all did golly. Shoot. Yellow little balls. Acid hay. Parsley. Okay. Ah, hey. Hey. Daddy's girls. Okay, y'all. Daddy's trying to do a live. Y'all trying to get up my lap. Go eat. You better go eat and get you something to eat. Twiggies and many trees and flowers. What? Hey. You love your daddy. You love your daddy. Yeah. Years of storing, planting. Right on. That's what we was working on doing here. But we're just, had a lot of plans, but everything changed at a moment's notice. Or without a moment's notice, it just changed. My wife's the most important thing, so that's what I got to take care of right now. They're sisters. They're both girls, and they're from the same litter. They're sisters. They look a lot different, but they are sisters. We got her, the blue one, we got her when she was 8 weeks old. And Lady, Boss Lady, we got her when she was 5 months old. And they'll be 2 years old the 6th of June. We named her Ocean because when we got her, we was living at the beach. And then we went back and got her sister 5 months later. But she was 5 months old and she was already named Boss Lady, so we just kind of kept that name. I just call her Lady. Yeah, but you're my Ocean. You're my Ocean. No. That baby. I gotta get one of these bags to see how much of my stuff is in that tote that I can pack in it. And then I'm gonna put all this crap right here in the tote, move it down into storage. Yeah, we're getting ready. Like our building, y'all see up like my building that we will go fix up. It was pretty nice. I got 2 lofts. Got a nice little porch on the front. I used to love sitting on my porch, but we're losing it because I just can't make the payments and all this other stuff. Y'all, everybody, y'all need to get y'all some health insurance because I'm trying to tell you, something pops up like it did on us, that shit's expensive. It's taking every dollar out of my pocket because I have to feed her a special diet. She can't eat certain things.
He says I'm not a burden, but I am.
She's not a burden. She keeps saying she's a burden, but she's not. She's never been a burden. She's my wife, and I love her with all my heart. And as long as I have her, then I've got everything I need. I mean, I got her, I've got my dogs, I've got my Trailblazer. We'll live in the Trailblazer. Like I said, it doesn't take, she's already guaranteed to get her disability. It's just going to take a couple months to get it. Which, that's better than a couple years. They put her on the fast track to get it because she's stage 4. Like food banks, yeah, we're checking into stuff like that. There's some resources we're going to take care of. This one place did give us some vouchers or like gift cards. And what's wild is the gift cards come from the place I work at. But we used them for gas and food. Like I said, 2 of her doctors, they're like an hour and a half drive away. And we've been to them twice this week. And next Friday, where she goes to have the hospital that she's going, where they specialize in the type of surgery that she's going to have, it's like 2 hours away. And of course, I have my car insurance due next week, her phone bill, plus that. And my check's a couple days short because I missed a couple days going to doctor's appointments with her and stuff. But it is what it is. We'll get by one way or another, one day at a time. Yeah, churches, they do like food giveaways and stuff, but it's like once a month and you got to catch it because you just got to catch them because they just pop up and say, we're going to do this tomorrow And if I'm at work or she's at a doctor's appointment, we miss it. We need we need to hit up Union Baptist.
I don't,
Actually, huh?
I don't know if they do it anymore. One preacher's gone.
Oh, yeah. But like the food banks and stuff around here, it's not like you can just walk up and knock on the door and say, "Hey, I need some food." You got to make appointments and fill, and then when they set you an appointment for whatever time or day, then you got to go fill out all this paperwork and show them that you really need food. You got to prove to them that you ain't got food. It's kind of crazy. I mean, there's help you can get, but there's not like you can just go, "Hey, I need help today." That's not going to happen. Like if you go somewhere and they get help, it might take a week or two. My dumb ass thought I could do it on my own, but my noodle about ready. I need another pack of hot sauce. I got some packs of hot sauce I got from work. I wonder, well, yeah, we have execute order 66. What's up, Adam Petty? I thought you died in a car wreck. Execute order 66. Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Food pantries. Yeah, there are food pantries, but like I said, it's not like you can just go knock on the door and get something. It takes a couple weeks to do that. That's the way it works around here. But like food pantries and churches and stuff, they don't have the specialized foods that my wife needs. Like there's these things she's supposed to have 3 times a day, and they're like $5 each. What did I do with my noodles? How do you afford cigarettes? Well, we buy a carton of them. They're like $30, and they last us probably about 30 days. Duke's mayonnaise, the best. Star Wars. Oh, okay, Star Wars, cool. Shit, I don't even know if we damn smoke that many in 30 days. Because I smoke a pack usually lasts me like a week and a half. Or about 10 days. What the heck? I work. She's not able to work. She hasn't been able to work for about 3 months now. I work. I work full time usually, but I've missed a lot of work because of taking her to doctor visits and stuff. But you know, my paycheck doesn't cover everything. It barely did. It barely did when I worked all the time. Oh God. Here, you eat that. She has COPD, hypertension, stage 4 gastrointestinal stromal tumor. It's cancer. She's stage 4 cancer, and liver disease.
The cancer's in my small intestine and liver too.
Yeah, the cancer started in her small intestines, but it migrated to her liver.
And I
Or
do a PET
metastaticized, however you say that big ass.
And
words.
I go Wednesday for a PET scan to see where else it's at.
And she's got to go Wednesday for a PET scan to see if it has moved anywhere else into her body that they haven't found yet. Next Friday, she goes to have surgery to remove a tumor that's in her small intestines because it's causing a blockage. That's why she's on that special diet. She can't have, it ain't like she can sit down and eat a chicken leg or a biscuit or something like that. She can only have real soft foods like mashed potatoes. She has to drink protein shakes, stuff like that. That ain't bad. Lord bless your soul. I hope it. Well, if you had it last year, then I guess your body hasn't rejected the liver. We had a friend of ours that had liver transplant. He's had a lot of trouble with it. A lot of issues arose from it. But he's alive, so that's a good thing. So are you. That's a great thing. You never drank. You don't have to drink alcohol to have liver problems. Like the type of cancer she has, according to the doctors, it's hereditary. It came from somebody in her family. It could have come from one of her grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, but it's some kind of inherited, mutated gene. That's what they said. They speak a lot of big words that I don't understand. It was a fatty liver that turned to fat. Yeah, that will happen. Just fatty deposits and it'll make your liver shut down. I've heard of that before. Sorry to hear that, but I'm hope you're doing well. I'm over making a mess. But that also comes down from her or myself, the other one, going to doctors for regular checkups like we should. She turns 50 this year. I'll be 57. And I'm just, because of her situation, I'm going to go have, what is it? A colonoscopy. Start having myself checked out before I mess around and find out I have something and it's too late. Like I said, it was almost too late for her, but I work in a deli at Ingles grocery store, Ingles Markets. I don't know if you heard of them. I don't know where you're from. They're kind of a East Coast thing, just in like 4 states around on the eastern side of the United States. But I'm a shift lead at a deli. Doesn't pay much. Yeah. I've got a daughter.
Fuck you.
I have a daughter, and she's 35. No, damn, she turned 36 this year on April 23rd. Matter of fact, she's 36. My wife when we met, she had two daughters. They were 10 and 6 when me and her got married. Their dad passed away from complications due to diabetes because he really didn't take care of his diabetes like he should. And he passed away from complications of that. So together we have 3 daughters. But me and hers never had a child together. When we met, I was 40 and she was 33. And she done had all the kids she was wanting to have. And so we don't have any kids together, but we've got our kids. It's a blended family. Who sent that? Oh, hell. Jacksonville, Florida. I don't think there's any Ingles markets in Jacksonville. I used to have some family that stayed in Jacksonville, Florida, but that was a lot of years ago. They live in Charlotte, North Carolina now. But was it? Yeah, it was. I started saying Jacksonville or Pensacola, but it was Jacksonville. But they lived in Jacksonville when I was like a kid. I was probably 10, 11 years old back then. So that was a good 40-something years ago.
I'm going to tell you got her. I'm going to tell her. She got you in tears.
Okay. No, not really. You know, they've got their own lives. They're doing, they got their own families. They're married. They got kids. And my daughter lives out of state. But they're praying for us. I can't ask for much more than that. I'm glad they're doing that. I'm in North Carolina. I was born and raised here. Girl. How's the weather in Jacksonville? Somebody told me it rains about every day in Florida. Before I worked at the deli, I was a cook at an assisted living facility. But it paid $4 less on the hour than what I'm making now. It really didn't pay much. It was kind of what I call like a mom and pops type assisted living facility. It's not like a great big corporation when it's just little joint, and they really don't pay a lot. I was in the trades for most of my life. Either, I framed houses and was a roofer. When I was a roofer about 15 years ago, I fell and broke my back. Went back to work 6 weeks later. And then a year after that, I fell and broke my back again. So that put me out of doing that type of work. So I started cooking for a living because it's easier for me to do. And then by being a cook, what's my living situation? Well, we bought this building. It's a pretty nice building. It's a 12 by 12 by 24, 12 wide, 24 foot long with a 6-foot porch on it. So I guess like 12 by 30. And we bought it. Really, it just, had doors, windows, couple lofts in it. And we were going to do the rest, like insulate it. It was already wired up. It's got, like there's the electrical panel box, and it's got wires and outlets and light fixtures and whatnot. We were going to insulate it and put up sheetrock and all this our stuff ourselves. And then, like I said, all this started happening. And she wasn't able to work, lost her job, which we didn't think it was. We didn't know it was because of what she had going on now. We thought it was some other issues. And like I said, we actually went to the doctor thinking she had pneumonia. We figured they'll give her a breathing treatment and some antibiotics, blah, blah, blah. Able to afford rent? Not at the moment. Because the payments on this building is not but $600 a month. A raggedy shack around this area is like $1,200 to $1,500 a month. If I can't make the bill payments on this building, I sure couldn't pay that. Not right now. Like I said, when she gets her, she'll get her disability, but that's 2 months away. It'll be either like the second week of June or the 1st of July before she even gets her first check. We're just trying to make it till then. And slow down on some of these doctor visits. When them slow down a little bit, that'll save on gas and this, that, and the third. Because once she has this surgery, and if it's successful, then she'll be on chemotherapy, and we only we'll have to see the doctor once every 3 months, every 90 days, just so they can check to see the progress of what the chemo's doing. Because they want to shrink the tumor in her liver is the size of a lemon. They want to shrink it down as small as they can, and then they're going to cut it out. But they told her today that she'll probably be on this chemo for the next 5 years. Even if they're able to cut the tumor out of her liver, that she'll still be on the chemo for 5 years. I guess is a preventative, maybe. That seems like an awful long time, but it is what it is. I appreciate all the likes, guys. Excuse me. Hot sauce kind of bit at me. Is that on your card? You want one of these shakes?
Altruistic Shamrock Farms.
Oh, I didn't even know that was in there. I forgot about that. See, this is like one of the shakes that she has to drink. These are $5 each. She's supposed to drink 3 of them a day. What's up, Rach? You're super sleepy. Well, go lay down, honey. Hugs and love you, girl. Everybody, this is my sister from another mister.
From another mister.
Huh?
From another mister.
Yeah. You know how you say, yeah, it's my brother from another mother? Well, that's my sister from another mister. She's my sister, but we're not blood, in other words. I hope you're doing well. We're getting by. I'm fine. We're just trying to do the best we can. It's day by day, one day at a time. A lot of doctor's appointments and stuff. I worry about you, and I'm praying for you, hon. You know, if you ever got anything to say, you can't say it on the live. You can. You got my email address. Hell, I'll email you and I'll shoot you my phone number and you can just text me if you got something to say that we can't say on live. Can I have your mailing address? Well, I guess. Well, I'm praying for you, sis. You keeping Shaggy straight? I jump on his live every once in a while just to say hi. How you doing? If you want to write it down, you can. If you got a pen and paper. We praying for you too, honey. We love you. You take care. Somebody blowing your phone up. Oh. Day by day, that's all you can do, honey. That's all you can do. You got a pen, paper? Because I can't type it out to you. I have to tell it to you. It's 116 Mincefield Drive, Lawndale, North Carolina, 28090. Somebody said they're going to send us something. Oh. Dang, I've been on this live for almost an hour.
I wish I could find more of my regular ones.
There should be one in that bag. I thought I washed that green one. I think. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. You want this one?
Yeah. I'll put it on later.
Well, I'll get off live. We'll dress you. All right, guys. Well, I'm getting off here. I got to do some stuff for my wife. And y'all take care. Peace.